Hey, do Swedes swim in thongs or do you go in board shorts?
Oh, we go nude all the way.
Sweet. That's what I like to hear.
And we're off.
Freak Nation, we've met this guy before. Linus Lundqvist joining us here in the Freak Nation, Indy Lights Champion.
Yep, that's true. We did not meet him as a champion, though.
No, we didn't.
It's the first time, man.
He joins us now in the Lucas Oil Studios from evidently like a teepee or a tent somewhere atop a mountain in Southern California. Is that where the hell you are right now?
Yeah. Firstly, thank you for having me. Good to see you guys again. And yeah, I don't know if I would call it a tent. It's more like a couch thing with, I don't know, something protecting from the sun. But yeah, I'm not terrible. I have a good view right now. Weather is nice. I have a pool in front of me. Yeah, I got nothing to complain about.
Have you swam in the pool yet?
No, I have not. It is on my to-do list. So yeah, maybe after this one, I might have it.
Hey, do Swedes swim in thongs or do you go in board shorts?
Oh, we go nude all the way.
Sweet. That's what I like to hear.
And we're off.
There we go. So we start the show, Freak Nation.
Here we go.
When you're an Indy Lights champion, I guess you could swim in damn near nothing.
You can do whatever you want.
All right, Linus, let's get to the news that happened earlier that Alex Palou is sticking with Chip Ganassi. We saw what happened with Rosenqvist, with McLaren, and you were part of all this conversation waiting on Alex Palou to make a move. Well, do you have a seat going into 2013 in IndyCar? Because you even said, bro, I want to move into IndyCar. Can we break some news here, Linus?
I wish we could. But sadly, I don't know yet. I don't know. Obviously, like you said, this just being official now with the Palou business and Rosenqvist staying. I think. Well, I know that I'm having some phone calls later this afternoon, which we'll talk just about that, and we'll see what happens because that will have a domino effect for a driver like me. So we'll see. But I think my future in the IndyCar series will kind of be planned out now in the next couple of days or within the week or so.
However, okay, having said that, that's a lot more comforting, fingers crossed, knowing that it will happen hopefully in the next couple of days or weeks versus what you had this past year, not knowing until January or the middle of February, right? Which is still even more amazing as to how you pulled a championship out of that.
Yeah, no, I agree. And it's been a crazy year because I know that both on the IndyCar side and even the IndyLights side, like the talks and the silly season, it started way earlier than I've ever seen anything happen. So then when you look back at the way that we pulled together my season, where I got a deal together in the middle of January, I mean, that seems very unlikely for this year. And honestly, I haven't had a deal done before Christmas ever in my career. So to have it done before Christmas would be a nice thing. And that seems not too unbelievable to ask for.
Okay, and it seems somewhat easy being an Indy Lights champion and bringing some money from that championship for at least 3 weeks in an IndyCar seat. That seems maybe easier said than done because there's so many politics in this sport. What else do you have to bring, or do you have to bring anything else to make a full-time IndyCar ride work?
We'll see. Like you said, it's a lot. It sounds a lot easier than it is. Because even in the position we're in, that we won a championship and we got the scholarship. So, and you look at the past drivers that's done that as well. They've done extremely well in IndyCar. So, do you think that we're in a pretty good position? Which we are, but that doesn't mean that it's easy. It's very competitive out there, and there's only some 20, 25 spots available for drivers all over the world that want to compete about this. So, that you're going up against some very talented drivers and maybe drivers with bigger budgets, whatever it might be. But I want to believe that we're in a good position.
Linus, would it be a success if you found an Indy 500 ride guaranteed first versus a full season IndyCar ride?
The focus right now is to be in IndyCar full time. That's what I want to do. But if that's not possible, then obviously I'll look at every option that I have to get behind the seat of a car, whether it's a couple of races in IndyCar or anything else.
Hey, Dad, what are you going to buy at the store today?
Well, I'm out of Lucas Oil fuel treatment, so let's jump in here and grab us some.
Well, do they have the Lucas Oil parts cleaner and degreaser?
I bet they do.
Well, how about the Lucas Oil power steering fluid?
They'll have that too.
Even the octane booster?
I won't be surprised if they do.
My favorite red and tacky grease?
Yes, they will, babe.
Dad, when we're done, can we grab some candy?
Deal, but you gotta share.
Awesome! Awesome! Lucas works.
Linus. Wow. I'm glad I found that out before I started down that road. Linus Lundqvist, the Indy Lights Champion for 2022. You're going into whatever the negotiations are with whomever with a big check in your back pocket. I'm sure that people are asking, hey, where's that money? And are you bringing it with you when you come to my team, if you come to my team?
Yes, both yes and no, I will say. Because as of right now, we don't really know what the scholarship is because it hasn't been announced. But I'm sure that IndyCar is on top of this, and we'll be announcing it shortly. And whatever it is, just winning the title, that's been the focus of my year. And I hope, and I still want to believe that the most important thing is what you do and perform on track. And I want to believe that what we did this year shows that we deserve a shot in IndyCar.
Wait, time out. How can that not be announced?
Yeah.
How could it have not been known before your championship? Is it 500,000? Is it $1 million? Is it 2 million? Is it 10 million? I mean, we know it's not that, but that seems odd.
Yeah, obviously, I've honestly just been focused on my season, trying to win it.
Yeah.
And obviously, we know in the past what the scholarship has been, so you'd think that maybe it's something around that. But I know that the biggest thing I can do for my career was just win the championship, and then the rest will hopefully sort itself out. But that's one of the things, obviously, that we're getting into now, and seeing what we can do for next year, because obviously the scholarship is a very big part of it.
Linus Lundqvist, you were on your way to F1 many years ago when you were in Europe. You were in BMW, Formula BMW. You were in Formula 3, Formula 4. And you find yourself in Indy Lights getting ready to take that big step to IndyCar. Will IndyCar be your destination? Is that what you want now? Or is this something that you're still holding out hope that maybe you could find a F1 bridge somewhere down the road?
Nah, right now IndyCar is my sole target. The F1 bit was obviously and how I started in Europe. That was the goal, but we realized quite quickly that you had to bring so much more than maybe just a fast driver, that it wasn't possible for us. And that's where the scholarships and the way that the American racing scene works, that's what intrigued me. And honestly, without this ladder system, I wouldn't be here today. So obviously I came in here and obviously tried to achieve the American dream, and so far it's been going pretty well. And I want to believe that we can make it all the way to the top.
Let me ask you a delicate question here, dude. Linus Lundqvist, Indy Lights Champion, negotiating to move into IndyCar. You kind of hinted that there's a lot of money changing hands in the back room in Formula One, a lot of political stuff going on. Of the, that's, what is it, 20 drivers in Formula One? Give me a percentage on how many are paying their own way and how many are getting paid.
In F1, I don't know an exact figure, but I'd say there's probably about 5 or 6, maybe a couple of more that's I believe that's bringing a lot of budget, and the rest is probably doesn't bring any budget at all. But it's such a tricky question because you look at a driver like, say, even Lewis Hamilton, for example. Obviously he gets paid, but just the value of Lewis Hamilton, the brand, brings in so much money to Mercedes. So does that count as he brings in sponsor? It's difficult to gauge, but obviously there are a few people in every racing series that brings budget to be able to race, and without them, I don't think that the racing scene would look the same either. But I want to believe that you can make it through the other way as well, with just results and hopefully the scholarship.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers.
You have some HMD Motorsports is coming with their own, the word is they're coming with their own IndyCar team next year. You race with HMD Motorsports and Indy Lights. Is there a chance that maybe you might get one of those seats if they decide to field a team in IndyCar next year?
Unless you know more than I do, I don't think HMD will have their own team next year. I know that their partnership with Dale Coyne will continue, so it'll be a Dale Coyne with HMD, the same that it's been this year. And obviously, their situation right now is that they have two drivers signed, and there's been a lot of talks, and you probably read some articles about it. That obviously the natural progression for me is to go with that team, but the way that the engine situation is right now with Honda, they can't add a third engine unless they feel motivated enough to do that. So we'll see. Maybe if somehow they open up a seat, then I'll be there. But if not, then something else would have to happen on the engine side.
Indy Lights Champion Linus Lundqvist joining us here in the Freak Nation. 22 years, Lucas Oil Studios. And is it true that you started the series with about 1,000 points in the bank? Because would you wrap up the championship before you got in the freaking car, like in March, man? Because you came in Laguna Seca, bro. You could have just sat in the bathroom and taken a dump and won the championship.
That's true. Start the race, drive a lap, and then go to the bathroom.
Yeah. That was you crushed it. Why does no one committing to a dude that just dominated, bro? Because your name's not freaking Stingray. Greatest freaking name in motorsports, Stingray, bro. Change your name to Challenger or Mustang or
GTO Lundqvist. There you go.
How am I supposed to compete with that? It's like, it's over before it even started, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
we've had a great year. Obviously, we'll see what happens next year. But yeah, it's tough. And it's funny you mentioned that about Laguna, because I think we didn't even have to turn a lap in the race, because if we turn a lap in practice, we've officially entered the event, which means that we're eligible for half points in last place, and that was enough to win the championship. So technically, I won the championship in practice one when I exited the pits.
When you walked through the gate, you won the championship, Linus.
Yeah, I said that after the practice. That was the most important practice session I've ever done in my life, I think.
You referenced earlier in this interview about living the American dream. I'd say you're in Southern California right now in an Airbnb having fun. What is part of your American dream as an Indy Lights champion to celebrate now that you're in SoCal and just chilling?
Yeah, we had a nice Sunday night for sure. It was good. It was nice. I got to meet a couple of the IndyCar drivers as well, which was cool because obviously you see them on track and you talk to them, but it's a different atmosphere when you see them outside of the racetrack. But now I'm just with my family right now in California, enjoying it right now. We're here until Friday, and then we fly back to Indianapolis for the banquet. So now it's just about soaking it all in, relaxing, because it's been a hectic year, because you devote every second of your time to answer the question, how do I win this freaking championship? Mm-hmm. We finally got the answer to that. So just taking a couple of breaths and trying to understand what we've done as well.
We've all lived in Southern California, dude. That's the American dream.
Yeah. So far, it has not been disappointing, that's for sure.
The weekend you've been waiting for is back. Are you ready to feel the ground shake? Are you ready for the sound of thunder? Are you ready for an adrenaline-pumping 3-second thrill ride? The NHRA Camping World Drag Racing Series returns to Worldwide Technology Raceway September 30th through October 2nd. See legendary superstars John Force, Ron Capps, Tim Wilkerson, Rob Hyde, and Anton Brown battle it out in the countdown for the championship. The NHRA Midwest Nationals. Brought to you in part by the Illinois Office of Tourism and Illinois South Tourism. Go to WWTRaceway.com to get your tickets now.
Who's the one female superstar that if she walked through your door right now in your little abode that you'd get
Hollywood.
jelly legs? Who's the one star that you'd like to see right now?
Apart from my girlfriend, you mean?
Yeah, sorry.
No, we're talking about Hollywood celebs.
Yeah, Hollywood celebrities.
Hollywood celebs. I gotta say, Margaret Robbie. She has a soft spot on me. So
there you go. There you go.
We'll see. Yeah. Do you guys know where she lives, or? Right.
No, there's Star you can buy.
That's also the American dream, is wishing for a celebrity star in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You've already got it down, man. You credited your girlfriend before you said anything, so that cut you loose right there. Brother,
that's what she.
Yeah, that was the plan. I had it all along.
Well, Linus, thanks for doing this, man. Good luck to you. You deserve a freaking listen. If you and David Malukas, man, if you guys could, if anything, just team up for a podcast and just start blasting people, that'd be badass.
That would be kind of funny. Yeah,
right?
It's actually nice. Obviously, he's been one of the guys that I've been talking to the most now with his step to IndyCar, trying to prepare myself a little bit, maybe a little bit for next year.
Right.
And it's been nice because I'd almost like to say that our relationship grew even bigger now that we're not teammates in Indy Lights. So obviously it's a tricky situation that obviously you get along, but he's also your competition. And especially at the lower level, like we're all fighting for a spot to make a living and make our dream come true. So it's been nice. And obviously I know that he's been on this podcast and listened to it a couple of times. So maybe in the future we'll get along.
Bang.
Well, here's the deal. The Bus Brothers thing with Newgarden and McLaughlin, that's taking off. It's another avenue for sponsors who want to come to either you or David, and then you can both benefit from it. So, yeah, take it and run, man.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe Bus Bros Lights, whatever we can call it.
Yeah, we'll find something else for you guys. The Apex or something like that.
I like the Uber brothers. I mean, you guys got to take Ubers.
Uber brothers. Jesus Christ, yeah.
The Butt Brothers. Something stupid.
No,
like
not
that.
doing that.
Come on.
No. Just winners or Apex.
Hey,
or,
Linus, thanks for doing this, buddy.
Thank you, guys. I enjoyed it.
Awesome.
Go get in the pool now.
You're right.
Yeah, I will be. Yeah, you'll be hearing in the background a big splash.
You know what? What if? No, I don't. You got a girlfriend. Let's don't go there. Stat man, I'm not going there. Okay, I'm not going there. Stat man.
No.
Linus, thanks, buddy.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.